Hey, Melissa here with another video, and this one I wanted to talk on a subject that I can get very heated on, especially on Facebook groups, and some people don't like me for it, so I wanted to put it out here and talk about the subject of how to switch to a whole food plant-based lifestyle. Should you transition slowly? Should you just make a change of just cutting meat first and then just cutting, and then work on cutting dairy and then work on cutting oil? Should you, go cold turkey? How should you go about it? And I've said it before in some of my other videos, I think you're only robbing yourself of the health benefits by transitioning. I don't think anybody should transition. When we started, we did 1 day whole food plant-based and it went great. So we did a second day. And then on that second day, we said, still going great. Let's just keep at it. And there was no looking back for me and my husband. And I think people, if they transition slowly, if they only cut one thing at a time, or if they choose to just have one whole food plant-based meal a day and then they're still eating foods that are making them sick, they're not going to feel those benefits than if you just switched over. It's true, some people have those detox symptoms. We never experienced any of them, but if you do, if you get like those flu-like symptoms for a few days, I think it's worth it in the long run for how you're going to feel after. What made it so easy to stay on this lifestyle was how amazing me and my husband felt. Because when we started this, if you know my story, I hadn't been able to walk for a month, and then I was in physical therapy and still using a cane and walking pretty crappy and in a lot of pain. And I was on the 70 units of insulin, and I was dealing with Victoza causing my neck to swell up, my lymph node over here, push into my jaw and cause pain. I was at my rock bottom. And what was key to this lifestyle was how healthy I felt right away, how much better I felt right away, how much more energy I had, how I slept better, how my knee felt better, how the inflammation left my body. And within 2 weeks, that leg laying on that physical therapy table, how he could fit a basketball underneath my knee when I was trying to straighten it flat on the table. In 2 weeks, it went from a basketball fitting under it to his fingers not fitting under my knee. I went from not being able to bend it to having it fully straight again, and something I hadn't been able to do even before that for a long time because my knee was so damaged and injured from that old injury and then from the swelling. So why take that slow approach where you're still going to feel sick when you can just stay strong and go at it? And one of the other things that I say all the time in these groups that kind of rubs people the wrong way is I flat out tell them, how is it any different? This is a food addiction. How is this any different from any addiction that we may have? If someone is an alcoholic, for example, and let's say they drink a bottle of vodka a night, does that alcoholic say, I'm going to transition and I'm going to stop drinking a bottle of vodka each night, and instead I'm going to have a 12-pack of beer and I'm going to transition slowly? They don't do that. What are they told? That they can't have alcohol anymore, that they have to stop cold turkey and stop having it. The same thing for someone who's addicted to drugs. If they're on meth or heroin, do they say, I'm going to switch to cocaine for a while and then I'm going to switch to just marijuana for a while and then I'm going to go to nothing? No, they stop. They go through that horrible detox. They go through all the withdrawal symptoms. And as long as they manage to stay that course, they get better. They get healthier. That detoxing, it goes away as it flushes out of your system. You have to give everything the opportunity to flush out of your system and let all these healthy foods that you're putting in be able to do their job better. So you need to just let it go, all the time. See, this is where the conversations come up, is because on Facebook groups, people will post pictures of a brand of a vegan replacement product or even a non-vegan replacement product. So someone posted Corn brand, which had a lot of their products, if it doesn't say vegan, they have eggs and milk in them. And people are like, I was so disappointed. Oh, and then you get a million people commenting back saying, oh, I love this brand. I love Gardein. I love Beyond Burgers. I love this. None of those are whole food plant-based. None of those are forks over knives. You shouldn't be suggesting them in these groups and then wondering why you're not having results. And then people always respond back saying, when I say you shouldn't be eating that crap in the first place, it has no... You know, you don't want to have label products and be putting the junk in your body. Don't go from one junk to another kind of junk. And they say, oh, but I'm transitioning. Transitioning is basically an excuse, just another excuse along a full line of excuses of I'm too busy, I'm too tired, I'm too sick, I'm too lazy, I'm whatever the excuse is. It's just another excuse to switch from a bad for you food to another bad for you food. And really, these foods are poison. Whether you want to admit it or not, they're slowly putting poisons into our body. They're making us sick. So it's a poison. If oil is making my knee blow up to the size of a grapefruit, even if it's just a tiny bit of oil, it's adding up over time. So even if you're transitioning slowly and using these meat replacement products, you're just getting it in a smaller dose. But what's the big... It's still hurting you. It's still hurting you. It's still damaging those endothelial cells. It's still damaging your body and making you sick, whether you realize and connect the problems that you're experiencing to the food that you're eating. And you have to realize that there is a connection. And the best way to realize that there's a connection is to cut them out and see how much better life is without them. Because I truly feel amazing when I don't eat meat, when I don't eat dairy, when I don't eat oil. You know, when I'm eating whole foods, when I'm focusing on fruits and vegetables and the few grains that I eat, I feel amazing inside and out, completely. My health is 100% better, and I feel absolutely amazing because I was able to say no to those products. Don't buy something with a label. If it has a label, there's a few instances where it's okay. There's almond milks, there's things like that. But I mean, for the most part, you shouldn't be eating those products, all right? You should just be eating real food. And anytime you're missing something, you buy like their crumbles. I make a cauliflower walnut mushroom taco meat, and it's actually in a program I'm developing. It's a recipe in a program that's called the 21-Day Whole Food Plant-Based Kickstart Program. I'm doing a test group right now for it, but you know, that's one of the recipes in there, and that recipe, it replaces that feeling of when you want a taco, when you want to make a veggie burger, but you don't want it to be full of grains and everything and oil and all that stuff. It's so easy and tasty and delicious, but it's compliant. It's just cauliflower, walnuts, and mushrooms, and a little bit of soy sauce, and that's it, and that's all that's in it, and it's good for you. And wouldn't you rather go from the meat to something that's good for you and doing your body good, as opposed to go from meat to a vegan oil-filled product that's not doing your body any good? I just don't get the connection. So as far as transition or go cold turkey, go cold turkey. You are worth it, and you can do it. I guarantee you can do it, and you will feel so much better when you do. So that's what I wanted to say today, and you know, I hope you're willing to give it a try. And like I did mention, I do have, it's called the 21-Day Whole Food Plant-Based Kickstart Program. So far, the people who are participating, they just finished week 2, and the 23, 24 people who are participating have already lost a combined total of about 130 pounds. They're doing amazing. They're doing so well, and that I will be doing a video on that program and how you can learn more information, but I do have just a quick little email list where people can sign up to get more information. I'm not spamming you. I'm not sending you a million emails. I haven't even sent a single email through it out. It's mostly once I have it up and running. So if you're interested in learning more about that, so that way you can, you know, a lot of people ask me exactly what I eat in a day, and I have that video, but all the meals in this program are exactly what I've eaten to lose the 83 pounds and get off diabetes medications and insulin. So if you're interested in that, I'll even put the link where you can sign up and join the email list so that you know as soon as it's available. So that's all I have to say today. Have a great day, everyone. Don't transition, just go for it. Your body will thank you. You will thank yourself. It's a wonderful, way to live. So have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.